talking about the Hitler Youth here. You know, we're really, how far is it from this picture to this picture? Really? All right. And if you're wondering, I posted this picture on MySpace. I got myspace.com's Freeman TV. If you want, I got all my videos, everything that you want to see on there, all my pictures, artwork, and stuff. And I put this one up there. Now let me tell you, I've got Anna Nicole naked with Marilyn Monroe's body up on my MySpace. I've got the Twin Towers burning. I've got sex, violence, whatever you want. You know, it's all artistically done. But I put this one up, and they sent me a notice. We had to yank that, and they yanked it within 5 minutes. And they told me, you can't have sex or violence on your website. I'm like, well, I do. That wasn't. You know? It was yanked within 5 minutes. Just to let you know, Rupert Murdoch doesn't like Nazi artwork. But when you start to look into symbolism and you start to understand the different symbolic gestures, then you realize that the symbolism of the Nazis, this canted swastika, the swastika is a symbol of the sun, right? That was what it was meant to be. And then when they canted it, that's a symbol within their rituals, and that's it's based on Pythagorean theorem, and it's all in my corporate logo stuff. So, but the symbols of Obama and the swastika are identical in meaning. It's the rising sun, and that's what all of this has been, and that's when I was telling you Bill Clinton said it is a rising sun. This is an agenda of a religion that we don't understand, and we don't realize that our leaders are members of this religion, and yet they established House Resolution 33, which was Freemason Day, and this is the Mason Temple in Los Angeles, and it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And no windows, never windows. And they're doing all their dark rituals behind these things. And they worship the St. John's. And so therefore, House Resolution 33 has now stated Freemasonry Day is June 24th, which is St. John's Day. So this June 24th, they will actually be celebrating Freemasonry Day for the first time. The Freemasons are very proud to tell you how they've controlled civilization from the ancient past of Babylon all the way up to California. They have no problems telling you all about that. And they come from this strange man. Once you go into the rituals of Freemasonry, you become this man Hiram Abiff. And you go through the ritual holding on to the Masonic secret while they pummel you and kill you, and then roll you up in a carpet, stick you in the corner, and do rituals around you until they're ready to resurrect you. And when they do resurrect you, they pull you forward and say, look at this pentagram, this is Venus, and Venus is Lucifer. So you're immediately awoken to the light of Lucifer. Hiram Abiff is a strange character that, there is a Hiram that joins King Hiram of Tyre in the Bible to bring about, to build King Solomon's temple, to house the Ark of the Covenant. King Hiram of Tyre, according to Zechariah Sitchin, left the planet and returned. And when he did return, he had this strange new man known as the first master mason of Freemasonry. And he taught them how to build a house that would house the Ark of the Covenant, which was really a weapon of mass destruction given to the Hebrew bloodline. And if you take the Ark of the Covenant and you break it right into Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's what they would do. They would take this thing out and they would unwrap all the cloaks and hides off of it and send it out there, and it'd kill all the armies in front of them. That's what the Ark of the Covenant did. Well, so, the Temple Mount and the Solomon's Temple of the Templars, once you realize that the Templars went to Solomon's Temple and then all of a sudden they were the richest people in the world, there's something to this. There's something secret within all of this, and the fact that the Ark of the Covenant is a perfect electromagnetic conductor that they put some strange stones in and then was able to eradicate armies with, and then they had to call on an alien to bring about a building that might be able to house it, and they electroplated all the walls with gold and left one bloodline, the Levites, in charge of guarding this thing. And then it spoke to people through this power known as the Shekinah, which was the message of God, the Spirit of God that surrounded the Ark of the Covenant. So when we went in and stormed Baghdad, and they called it the Shock and Awe campaign, that was a play on the word Shekinah, because the Freemasons know all about the Shekinah. It's part of their ritual. And the Shekinah, the Shock and Awe, came down and struck Saddam Hussein, who was claiming to be Nebuchadnezzar reincarnated. I don't know if you saw that headline, but it said CIA cannot disprove Saddam's claims to be Nebuchadnezzar reincarnated. All in the newspaper. Everything I say is in the newspaper. Yeah. And he's rebuilding Nebuchadnezzar's palace with masonry with his name all over it, saying that he is Nebuchadnezzar reincarnated. The Shekinah is the same as the Shekinah. The Shekinah comes down and strikes Nebuchadnezzar, Saddam Hussein, using the mother of all bombs that they had just created, this new ultimate weapon that was just below a nuke. And it just happens that they call the mother of all bombs the Moab in military acronyms. Well, the Moabites are the ones that took out Nebuchadnezzar. So you got Saddam Hussein, you got this Shekinah coming in taking Nebuchadnezzar using the Moabs. It happened to begin on the vernal equinox and end on Walpurgis night. Barack Obama, a.k.a. Barry Soetoro, a.k.a. Barry Dunham, the name Barack Obama, we're looking at a serious name game going on because we're looking at Barack Hussein Obama. Okay, Barack's in charge of Israel, you know, and Hussein, the Muslim world. So we've got this split bipolarity going on, and I've been detecting this going out through the whole election. So we had man against woman. We had him who's black and white. We have his name, Barack Hussein, and then he invites Israel, Ram Emanuel Israel, Ram Israel, to be his in his administration. So we have all of these plays on his name. Well, Barak means blessed in Swahili or Arabic. But in Hebrew, Barak means lightning. And so if you were to read the Bible, it would say, and Satan fell like Barak. If you read the line that says, and Satan fell like lightning. The original Hebrew word is Barak. So it would say, and he fell like Barak. But another story is that Muhammad's horse that he's to return on, the pale horse, is also named Barak. And so there's a bit of a name game going on with that, and the pale horse might be Barak. That's the name of Muhammad's horse. And in this dichotomy, this man, Albert Pike, who's standing right next to George Washington on this temple, is a war criminal who is reputed to have started the Ku Klux Klan and is a pretty evil magician. And he is the one who outlined and written all of the rituals for the higher Scottish Rite Freemasonry. So the degrees that go up above 3 were written by this man, Albert Pike. Well, he read a letter to another Freemason known as Mazzini, who is the M in Mafia, and he told them how they were going to establish World War III. And he had also outlined World War I and World War II. But you're going to see that he was saying, okay, we've got to get these polarities going. So first thing we got to do is get the Muslims and the Zionists fighting. So what's going on? You know, we got the Zionists and the Muslims. And so what they were saying is, you know, we got to get the Christians and the atheists fighting each other to kill each other off. And he goes on to state that without knowing where to render its adoration, the people will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. So this is truly their religion, is the religion of Lucifer, and it's the religion of manipulating life. It's the religion of being in charge, in power. All the things that I've given you as examples, the 9/11, the use of a dollar, all of these things take away the divine power in life. And I'm hoping to reestablish that divine right. Because what I have discovered, and what happened was, as Obama was inaugurated, they had the first gay Episcopal cardinal, or Gene Robinson, give his prayer at the One World Conference, and the day before the inauguration, and he opened his prayer to the God of many understandings, because nobody was allowed to use the name of Jesus in Barack's campaign, because the atheists were suing him, right? So they're fomenting war on every battle that they can. They're planting gardens at the White House while establishing House Resolution 875 to say you can't have an organic garden. Yeah. They're trying to piss you off. They're making you broke and poor while they're throwing million-dollar parties at the White House. Obama made $600 million on his campaign and book sales, and then he gave 25 DVDs to Gordon Brown as a present. You know, they're trying to piss people off. That's their whole goal. That's what the Obamas are here to do, is to make you fight against each other.